Okay, we're going to do a one sample t-test using SPSS. So you can go to cougarapps.csusm.edu, look for SPSS 22, log in with your ID and password, and then this screen should come up, blank. The other option is if you're in the library or on campus, you don't need to log into Cougar Apps. You can just search for SPSS on the computer and open it, directly from the. So the numbers here I've copied from the Excel sheet. It's data for volleyball. There's 30 data points. So when you paste it in, you'll be all caught up. So video, retrieve the data, copy. Okay, when you're ready, well, we're going to switch over from data view to variable. So I'm going to click on variable view. This was a serving score. I call it score. There's only whole numbers, so I'm just going to get rid of the decimals. All the way over here to measure, where it says scale. Okay, this interval or ratio scale. Actually, this one might be of interval scale. A score of 0 on a volleyball serve. Maybe it was judged by someone, and again, a 0 doesn't mean value. It just meant it's not worth any points for whatever reason. So let's go back over to data view, and now we have our volleyball serving scores. These are numbers I made up, so that it would fit the kind of the summary data, the mean and standard deviation, sample size from the example in the textbook. So that was the hard part, getting the data copied and pasted in, kind of organized the way you want. But then after that, you just go analyze, compare means, the one sample t-test. So often if you had more than one variable, you'd have a list of variables over here. You just select which one or ones you want to run the statistics on. And we want to see is score, and we want to test this, see is score different from, well, we got to tell it what's our population mean. That's our test value down here. So I don't know if you remember, we were testing is our volleyball score different from 31 was the population mean. 35 is going to be the mean of all these subjects. So I'm going to click the options tab and just make sure, conf interval percentage is 95%. That looks good. So I continue and click OK. Okay, so this will come up. The first is just telling us the statistics about our one sample. Here's our mean, standard deviation, standard error, and our sample size. So here's the results from the one sample t-test. The t-statistic, degrees of freedom, sig two-tailed, that's your p-value. So it's less than 0.05. So yes, this is, the sample did significantly better in this case because the 35 was higher than the 31 than the population. So that's a mean difference of 4. So the 95% confidence interval for the difference, again, that's x bar minus mu, should be in the range of basically 0.9 to 7.1. So it does not contain 0, so that's telling us again that yes, the sample performed significantly higher than the population. So that's it. That's the one sample t-test using SPSS.